Awesome Patty here, and it is hashtag Tea Tuesday. Come on along. I'm back. I forgot to get my tea for Tea Tuesday. I have some friend tea here from Heather. So I'm either going to have the after dinner fennel, chicory, and cardamom, or the lemon ginger green tea. Let's go with the lemon ginger green tea. So we're going to let that sit for a few minutes. I will just move it over there and bring you in a little closer. This is a really pretty little China tea set that I got at the flea market. I want to tip the cup and show you, but I can't. Oh wait, I can use the other camera. All right, stand by. Isn't that pretty? I love the little green down there and the green on the handle. And of course, look at the shape. It's like a fluted shape. And it is, turn it over, Elizabethan fine bone china made in England. All right, so this is fine bone china from England. But I love this little cup. And I got this at the Sunday flea market. Isn't it lovely? I love it. I love it. I decided I would collect up some nice little china teacups so that when the sisters and I have our little Four Sisters Cafe Tea Tuesday get-togethers, that I would bring some fun teacups with me. But I only have two so far, and this is one of them. All right, let me move my tea bags out of the way here. She sent me them in this beautiful little, this must be a die, but it's gorgeous. It makes like a little envelope. And she sent me two of those in the Happy Mail I got the other day. All right, so she also sent me these, and I took these out too, in case I want to use one of these cups in my journaling pages. And I'm going to journal in my Alice in Wonderland Mad Hatter's Tea Party little golden book. And this is my Tea Tuesday Four Sisters Cafe. And I went crazy putting rings on here. I put 6 rings on because I wanted to tie a lot of rags on the edge and make it look very fun and fluffy, which I did. And this is the kind of journal that is always finished because you only put in pages as you complete them. And you use the rings to do that. And I might have to take off some of that material at some point. They take up a lot of room. And this is to be a combination of very colorful painty papers and weird odd shapes. That's why I think that's why I put so many rings, in case I wanted like to have a shape up here or down there or in the middle. I would have enough rings to attach it. As you can see, I haven't done anything in a while, but each page is super fun. Now here's a teacup page, and you can see the dragon on there, almost like the dragons I have in my tea closet. And this is when we got together at the tea room for our birthday. So I did this birthday cake. And then this was a spring get together. I did these scrapey paint flowers. I think this was the first time I did the scraping paint, and I made these tulips. I did 1 page of green, 1 page of purple. And then I just journaled on the back. So now I am ready for my next page, and I put a date on this one. Yeah, this was in March. So I haven't done anything in here for April, May, and June and July. But we have gotten together. So how I made these pages I'm using this book. This is Grumbasher Mixed Media, suitable for wet or dry. And these pages pull right out. Let's see, they are 98 pound. And the idea is you can put them back in if you want to, but obviously I'm not doing that. I bought this for the size, which is just right to make pages in this book, as you can see, and then cutting it into different shapes or ripping it. This one I just ripped across the top, and I put a black and white background and put my painty papers there. But today I am starting with making a teapot. So I had my teacup there, and I thought I would make a teapot. So I started sketching this a few minutes ago, and then I got this out. I want to look at some of these designs. Oh, here's one with roses. I was trying to, by memory, draw some flowers on here. That's supposed to be a bud there. And to draw this, I know this isn't a how to draw video. I just kind of made a shape there, and a shape here, and a funky bottom. I wasn't worrying about the wonkiness. Wonkiness is fine. I was trying to draw a handle. The top, I never get the two sides the same, so I'm not worried about it. But I tried to put a little flower on the top. Now I can't do those because I have to cut this out, but that would have been cool. And just a spout, and basically that was it. I can put something on the bottom. I can put something in here. So I'm going to doodle on this for a few moments, and then I'll probably go over everything with black, with heavy black, and then come back in maybe with markers to color this. So this flower has 4 leaves, unless I decide to give it more. This is like a Mary Engelbright flower here. And let's see if I can draw one of these roses. I don't know if I could. So during the intro, I showed you some of my teapot and teacup collection, and those are, you know, all Chinese, Japanese, dragons. All right, now I need one for over here. I should turn my phone down, but you're going to hear it ringing because I've got 3 sisters watching the weather right now and texting about the weather. We're under a severe thunderstorm, hail, tornado, strong winds, rain warning right now, or watch. I think it's just a watch right now till they pop up, then it'll be a warning. And yeah. Everybody's keeping in touch with everybody else right now. I'm going to try one of these flowers. This one's kind of simple. All right, that's cute. I like that. When you draw, just draw like you were 6 years old. Because when you were 6 years old, you knew how to draw everything. Remember? If you want to draw a snowman, you just drew a snowman. If you want to draw a house, you just drew a house. And then we get older and we think we can't draw, but we still can draw. like that. All right, that's cute. Now, oh, down on the bottom. All right, let's put a vine. I told you they weren't going to give up. They're going to be texting. It's getting cloudy. It's getting windy. It's raining. I don't think the storms are coming till later. Oh, maybe I'll do those down here. And those you just make a circle and divide it into 3 petals, leave a middle. Like that. Okay. All right, let me go find a black pen. This set my auntie left to me when she passed. My uncle had sent it to her right after World War II. He was stationed in the Navy. So this came from Japan. And she just knew that I love my dragon teapots and teacups. So she left that to me. I got my cup of tea. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Very good, Heather. I've got a Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen, black 199, B for brush. And I haven't used it in a while, so I hope it doesn't run out of ink. I had to pause for a moment to change the battery. So it doesn't matter how wonky it comes out. Just have fun with it. I'm going to do my swirl. There's 1. 2. And when I cut it out, I'm not going to cut that space right in there because I'm going to be punching some holes for the rings. Oh, this is like dry already. Not good. I should go see if I have another one. I have a very small collection of dragons. This one is a music box. This one is pewter. This one is glass. This one is fun. Very heavy. I don't know what he's made out of. And back here we have a china one. And behind him is a dragon plate from China. I went into the drawer marked pens and markers, and I found a secret stash of Sharpies that I didn't know I had, but I could not find another one of those. Now, if I knew I had so many Sharpies, I would have started with the Sharpies. So, what I'm going to have to do is, I'm not really sure, but I might go over all these lines. Now this is ultra fine, and it's going to be hard to make these thick lines on everything with the Sharpie, but I will work on it. Now I'm getting ready to color this in with my colored pencils. First, have a sip of tea. Yes, yes, yes. These are some of the new ones that I bought the other day at the flea market. And I love this chartreuse. My fave. Anyway, if you're not too busy right now, not doing anything else, and would love to color along with me, stop the video right now, click the link below, go to my Google Drive, and for free, no, there's no charge with this, you can print out one of these teapots. If you would like to, that is up to you. I'm looking at this paper. I also got this at the flea market, and I love the colors on this teapot. Sort of yellow and red and blue and orange and green. I might color it in something like that, maybe. I have to come up with a palette. Now, I did scan this because I've learned from some real artists, some regular people who, sell their art, that, they might draw something and scan it and then use it over and over again and color it in different ways if the first thing doesn't work out. And I thought, well, that's a cool idea. They're doing this for a living. They're not going to make it as hard on themselves as they possibly could. Now just remember, when you print this out, this is not perfect. By any means, it is not perfect. But you can touch it up any way you want. Well, I'm sorry, it is. It is possum perfect. That is for sure. But I can fiddle and fool with it forever. All right, let me just get started here. All right, so I'm going to start with this color, chartreuse. And I'm probably going to put 2 colors of green on the leaves because that's what I like to do. And I've got chartreuse and what goes with it? What goes with that? Do I want a yellow green? This is more of an olive. Or do I want a brighter green or a blue green? Well, too blue. Too blue. Apple. Looking for something more, maybe like this. Grassy green. Yeah. Well, I finished coloring in the leaves, 2-tone as you can see, and I'm going to actually do the teapot 3-tone. And I've picked out a light, a medium, and a dark blue. And the colors are Bright Cerulean, True Blue, and Copenhagen Blue. And I'm going to start with the dark, and I'm only going to put the dark right along the edge. And I'm not going to press real hard this time. I pressed quite hard when I did the leaf. I just see what I didn't do. With this one, I'm going to go much lighter because it's going to get more coats on top of it. So the secret to applying several layers of a color in colored pencil, is don't press hard at first, because you don't want to use all the tooth up at one time. And then I'm going to go to the opposite side. So the sides will be dark and it'll get lighter towards the middle. And that'll give it a little dimension. And I could see over here where I went over a lot of times with the pencil when I was sketching, I did not use a soft lead. So some of the lines from sketching are carved into the paper, but that's okay. So you can see the edges are darker. Now I'm going to take the medium blue, which is the true blue, and I'm going to come in a little bit, But you can color your teapot any color that you want to. I'm going to do the spout after. All right, so now it's got two. Now I'm going to go with the lightest one in the middle. I'm going to start blending them as soon as I get the first layer on. On the second shelf is a whole bunch of matching sort of Smoky Dragon tea sets. I got a few different teapots and lots of teacups. And these are all from China. And there's some more teapots back there, and a sugar bowl, and a tall teapot, and a vase that matches the set, and another one, and an engraved marble egg. One more dragon. This is another pewter dragon. Teacups. I got the yellow salt and pepper shakers. And a little tiny teapot. These are actually salt pepper shakes, but they look like little teapots. A little trinket box from China. And a food dog. Well, I think the teapot is looking pretty festive. All that blue on there. And I started with some yellows and sort of orangey colors in the middle. So to the original blues and greens, I've added some yellow and orange, and I'm going to add some pink, lighter pinks and darker pinks. And see, when your pencil gets like that, you're supposed to sharpen it. To get a smoother finish. I want a nice bright pop of something. So let's start with the hot pink. I kind of like this one though. Is this the processed red? It looks a little pinkish, doesn't it? It's red, but it's a little on the pink side. Yeah. I'm going to go with these two for now. And again, I'm going to put a little bit of dark. And then working some lighter color right into that. I always turn my paper. Do you turn your paper? Well, I've just been thinking, well, I spent a lot of time sketching this and scanning this and now coloring it in. I still have to do the journaling. I printed out like enough pictures to do 3 pages. But as always, it looks like one will get done. It's okay. It's okay. And then I have a dark yellow. And I have a bright yellow. So what do you think about that? I think that'll work. So I'm going to go ahead and color in the other ones sort of the same way, maybe a few little variations, and then I'll be back. Okay, that was fun, but I'm not done yet. You may notice that these little curls are much darker than those lines because I went over it with my Sakura black glaze pen, and I'd like to do the whole teapot, but I only have that much ink left. So we're going to try that. So all the lines are dimensional and have that black shine to it. Also, you may notice that the corner is missing. Why is the corner missing? Well, I cut it off to swatch out some colors and try some alcohol. Yes, alcohol. I'm not talking margaritas here. I am just talking plain alcohol. And you can use 70. This is 91. I don't think it matters which one you use. And you take a little brush, and sometimes no matter how hard you work, you can still see like white spots in there, and maybe you don't like that. So if you take a little bit of alcohol and rub it, you might be able to blend some of that colored pencil into those cracks in the paper. Oh, see, that one went away nicely. And make it a little smoother looking. Now you have to remember I did a lot of scribbling on this page, so there are deep dents where I was using a pencil. And you will get some color in the brush, so sometimes you have to dot it off a little bit. It's probably a good thing to do that before you do the black lines, because it might make some of the ink smudge. I'm talking about the black ink that's on there. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. And so now I'm going to take, well, I'm going to cover this back up so little Miss TT doesn't get in there. And I'm going to take my black Sakura glaze pen, and all I'm going to do is, yeah, I know, go over every single one of those black lines. And I have very little ink left. I did finally find a pack of these at a pretty good price at Jerry's Art-A-Rama. So I'm waiting for that to come in the mail. The prices on Amazon were just too high. Whoops. Don't worry about whoops. The reason why some of these lines dulled, because the pencil went over them. But this does cover over pencil, so there's nothing to worry about. How nice that looks. Okay, I've got this part half done. I just want to show you how this pen really makes these colors pop out from the background. Okay, I'm going to finish up now. Well, there she is, my happy blue teapot, all colored in, and I have finished, I believe, I hope, I'll check again, all the lines with the Sakura glaze pen, and one little drop of ink in there left. Yay! And if you're thinking to yourself, well, why doesn't Possum Patty just copy that and put that for us to download? So you don't have to do all that coloring yourself. Well, I did. I will put 2 links below, one for the color it yourself version and one for the just print it out and it's ready to go version. So a little piece of ephemera for you. Okay, next I've got to find some paper to put on the back. Well, since I have this paper out on the desk, should I put teapots on the back of teapots, or is that too much teapot? Let me go see what else I have. Well, I think I'm going to save this to make another page. And I do have this whole tea set, but it is all double-sided, and I don't want to waste it for just a single side. So I think all I'm going to do is put this yellow stripy paper, because I love to mix florals with geometrics. We call that a floral clash. So instead of tracing and cutting out and then trying to glue them together, I just smear smear the paper with some glue stick. Turn this over and press it down. And then I'll give it a second to dry. And I'll cut it out. I might distress the edges with blue because, you know, I'm gluing two pieces of paper together here. I did leave a little bit of a white edge around the teapot when I cut it out. And the reason is I'm not cutting out in there, so I thought if I left a little bit of white around, except for over here where it's going to go into the spine, that wouldn't look so odd. Kind of looks like a giant die cut. You know, the kind you buy that has the white edge all around it. And as you can see, I put those two little stamens on the top there. Sticking to the yellow, blue, and pink theme here with touches of green. Well, I wonder if I have any pink frames. That would be fun. I also chose this paper because it'll be easy to write on. It's a light color. Before I journal, I'm going to punch the holes so I know to stay clear of them. And let's see. This is the original page. I didn't put my colored pencils away yet. They're all over the table. So let's see. Can I get 3 on there? It looks like I can. I'm going to line up these two straight edges like that. Okay, I think I can just get 3 in there. Yes. Of course, I forgot my hole punch. At my other table, I could just reach right over and grab it. So see, I wanted to put the holes so I know how to arrange the pictures on there, which I will do right now. Well, the rain's coming down in sheets, sheets and buckets. What I'm doing now, covering up the fact that I cut up the pictures before I figured out how I was going to put them down on the page, because I didn't like the lampshade that was at the top, and so I cut them. That's the thunder. And then I decided to do something with frames, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do. And then I remembered I got these hearts the other day at the flea market, so I thought I would try those out. And I sort of finagled them here and there to get the pictures in there. And now I'm kind of covering up the fact that they're pictures. I mean, that's fine. I mean, I like that. The fact that the frame is there and the picture's coming out below it, that's not a problem for me. But I'm trying to get it like unified a little more. And I probably should have worked on this before I glued everything down. But I added the lemon ginger green tea. I thank Heather for that. And that's the tea I had for my Tea Tuesday. And I wanted to put this one in here. But maybe I won't. I don't know. Or thunder. Mr. Possum just said, uh-oh. I don't know why. Maybe his TV went out. Thought I put a little piece of bling there. I have some green hearts, but I didn't like the color green that they were with the green that I have on here. Wow, that rain is coming down. Whoa. Okay, I just have to decide where I'm going to put this green heart and journal on here somewhere. I know, I keep finding one more thing to do. I added 3 sparkly hearts and I added 3 sparkly gems in sort of this vertical arrangement. Just for fun. Just for fun. I wrote Mom and Me, May 3rd, 2023. And what I'm thinking of doing is move some stuff here, is putting some faux stitches on here. Because even though this pink heart has a big green sparkly thing in it, I still want to decorate it. So I hope you enjoyed the little tour of my china cabinet with my dragon teacups. Well, my faux stitching is as crooked as my slow stitching, but that's okay. All right, now, now let's move some things aside and see if I can get this into the journal. Got a couple extra hearts here. So this journal is always done because you add the page that you finished. I love that idea. And here is my teapot, and I put 3 holes, so it should fit right in there. Perfect, perfect, look at that. And remember, if you would like a teapot of your own to color in, or just a Possum Patti blue teapot, piece of ephemera, it's free. It's on my Google Drive. Just follow the link and it will be yours. This journal is so much fun to work in. So much fun. Look at this. It is just as bright and colorful as it can be. Thanks for coming along today for a little Tea Tuesday. Bye-bye.